Hello, my name is Eddie Tofpik. I'm Head of Technical Analysis and Senior Markets Analyst at ADM Investor Services International Limited. And here is your daily technical analysis of Brent crude oil and spot gold. Hello, my name is Eddie Tofpik. I'm Head of Technical Analysis and Senior Markets Analyst at ADM Investor Services International Limited. And here is your daily technical analysis of Brent crude oil and spot gold. ICE Brent crude oil futures. An interesting, slightly lower, if still indecisive, spinning top pattern yesterday. It was a test down and seeming rejection of the upper trend line of the recent late November 2022 to date sideways triangle, currently at 85.11 to 79.60, so it's the 85.11 bit. Now, admittedly, it was also a second consecutive close below the interesting 50% Fibonacci line of the November 2020 to March 22 move at 87.41, as well as the October 2018 high at 86.67. However, the rejection of the upper trend line reads volumes if it is sustained over the rest of this week. In the immediate area, we now have this October 2018 high overhead, just in front of this 50% Fibonacci line. And above the 50% Fibonacci line, we now have the flatlining medium moving average, currently 87.96. Interestingly, beyond the medium moving average, well, there seems to be very little bar the highs in December, 89.37, and November, 89.90, until the lesser Fibonacci and congestion at 92.07. Meanwhile, below the upper trend line of that sideways triangle, we have the declining short medium moving average, currently 84.12. And then the interesting 61.8% Fibonacci on the big old 2014 to 2016 move at 81.86. All this brings into the frame, again, the upper bear channel line, the big old one from March 22, currently at 93.35. I'm not too sure how good a resistance this will be, but it is still there. And with all this going on, I had previously indicated some targets topside for the sideways triangle. Thus, a primary target X would be in the 93.80 area, and a secondary harder reach target X1 would be in the 99.80 area. So far today, well, a higher open for small test lower, but not close to the upper trend line, before a move up over the October 2018 high, followed by a halt in the same area as yesterday's high, which is in the 87 even area. There has not been any attempt to test the 50% Fibonacci line at 87.41 as yet. Spot gold. A third bullish white soldier yesterday, with the highest open, highest high and high close since April 2022. It continues to be small steps higher each day. Below we have support from the June 21 high at 1916.5, and overall we are still in the follow-on higher from the large monthly key reversal up we saw in November last year. Additionally, we are also still within the break higher from November 2022 to January 23 ascending wedge pattern, which I've conveniently highlighted in dark blue to help aid viewing. 2 days ago, we just managed to reach the primary target X in the 1942 area for the 42 area for the ascending wedge pattern. Yesterday, we fully embraced that target. We now have the harder reach secondary target X2 up in the 1991 area. This last one may take some doing and might even eventually disappoint. So I'm just saying that to manage expectations, especially as target X2 is peaking just underneath the top of my daily chart. So far today, another small move higher, but then a reversal back down. I'm starting to wonder if the market may now be anticipating early on the next resistances of the 2021 high at 1959 and a November 2020 high at 1965. It is early as yet, but it's also worth acknowledging. Thank you for listening. This short version broadcast gives essential market patterns and consequences. Please be aware of the risk disclaimer posted both at the front and the back of this broadcast. Copyright is Eddie Tofpik and ADM Investor Services International Limited. And here comes the final important bit.